Alright, this video is specifically dedicated to how you should be forming your game plan, how you should be, forming your thought process, what your thought process should be revolving around. Again, how you should come to the charts and start your analysis, right? So every single time people don't understand, and this is the biggest question, this is what makes trading so hard, that people just put random levels like darts, but this is the video. So obviously you saw my trade, you saw that this is a small count. Let's hop on to whoopsie daisies, my food. This is NAS, right? So let's rewind it a little bit, just so we're clear right now. I do take trades pre-market. I do like my charts a little up and kind of a little close to the closest possible, so that way I could see it like this, right? So obviously I saw that we were doing this. We came up, came down, came up, came down, came up, came down, came up, came down, right? So what do I want to see? I basically want to see this. Now we're no longer going up, right? Because we've had a massive loss from 303 basically to 151, right? So you're not going to be taking a look for a buy at that point. You want to see her follow structure. So you have to understand that basically people understand higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and then you take a buy right here, right, for the higher low, and you want to see a past that higher high, or you would take your TP at the very base at your previous higher high, right? In this case, we had okay, that's a little bit messy. Let me delete that. In this case, we had I need to learn how to use these more. In this case, guys, that we had a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then we dropped, and now we want to see it basically do this, right? We want to see it hold what was once support. We want to see it hold resistance. We want to see it tap it over there, and we want to see it flush. Okay, so now we're looking back at this chart, and I want to see it basically hold resistance somewhere over here, and I want to see her flush. Now let's see if and then how do I get rid of all these drawings again? What is a tree thing? Object tree. I want to see this basically hold support, since we already came down here, right? Since we came up, came down, came up, came down, came up, came down, came up, came down. I want to basically see it hold literally a small wick. I want to basically see it hold resistance here, right? So again, where I'm going to put my blue line is that resistance, literally the bottom of that square, the rectangle, if you will, the top being my stop loss. It shouldn't go above this wick. Really, these two wicks at the 204. So that is actually a pretty big stop loss, right? From 25 to 04. 175 to 204. That's roughly 30 points, 29 points to be exact, but say 30 points as a roundup. And I wanted to see this pre-market. I would have taken a trade had I been on it, but again, and it wicked perfectly actually. But on my bigger chart, it kind of looked like it looked like my line was a little bit lower, like almost like 5 points lower. So I thought that maybe she did a little bit more than just a simple tap, a little retest, right? But look at what happened. Look at, never even came close, right? So if you were in this trade, you could have easily have made say 260 points, right? So then if you get on the calculator, right, 260 points times, say, what's your lot size? Say 9, say actually, just so you guys can actually see the bigger picture. Say you trade on at the same lot size as me, $93 per point. So $260 times 93. This is what it would look like for me. That'd be easy at 24K day. And then sometimes I take 3 times 94, right? So what would be, 93. So 93 times 3, this is how much sometimes if I'm stacking my positions, this is what it looks like. Or sometimes I just in general don't want to stack my positions. I just want to go heavy all at once. So if I took basically my standard lot size, which is actually very basic and average, if I'm trading, I'm never trading $93 per point, I'm trading $279 per point, times 260, it would have been a $72,000 profit day just on NAS. Now let's go back to US 30, because US 30 was definitely a little harder one today, to be honest, right? So you obviously saw that I already made a trading recap video. I'm not gonna talk about this too much in depth, but basically came up, came down, 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 came up. I want to see it hold support over here for a massive push up. Okay, massive push up. It's really, you see, it just took me a few seconds just to draw that out, just to think of it. The only thing is, and if I'm just gonna be if I'm gonna, how do I delete all my, oh, I could do that. The only thing is, I wanted to see her hold support right here to 459, and the lowest point she came down to was 471. So that's where I did enter, and I was forced to basically take another trade up here. So, well, I forced it upon myself. So peace, love, and cheers. Hope this video helps.